Thousands of flight attendants protested outside 30 airports across the U.S. Tuesday. They are fighting for better pay and working conditions as their unions work to negotiate new contracts with major airlines. Carter Evans is at LAX with the latest.
Hey, ho, ho. Corporate greed has got to go. Hey.
Outside airports across the country today, flight attendants walk the picket lines. Several thousand representing 24 airlines at more than 30 airports, all with the same message.
We've been fighting for contracts for probably 2.5 years.
The picketing comes at a crucial time for flight attendants who say they've been dealing more frequently with unruly passengers.
Oh my God.
And feel underappreciated for the times they perform potential life-saving measures, like when the door recently blew off this Alaska Airlines jet.
Hey, hey.
Tim Green has been an Alaska flight attendant for more than 20 years.
When was the last time you got a raise?
Last significant raise for us was back in 2018.
Before all the increase in prices and everything.
Before everything started to skyrocket, and yes, inflation went nuts.
Most flight attendants have a starting salary of just $27,000. The median salary is $63,000. The demand for a pay raise comes after pilots negotiated between 35% and 50% salary hikes, and as airlines last year posted a combined $10 billion profit. And most domestic flight attendants don't even earn their hourly wage until the boarding door closes.
About 45 minutes to an hour, working with the passengers, getting everybody seated, dealing with all the problems.
And you're not getting paid for that?
We're not getting paid, but we're required to be there.
And Carter joins me now from Los Angeles. Carter, you mentioned that pilots got a 35 to 50% raises. What are the flight attendants asking for?
Well, the ones I spoke with today said that that's what they want to see as well, something in the double digits, as high as 50%. They say they haven't seen raises in many cases for 5, 6, 7 years. And in some cases, not just before the pandemic, but back to 9/11. They say they took pay cuts back when the industry was really hurting after 9/11. So the flight attendants I spoke with today say they've got a lot of catching up to do and a lot of time to make up for.
The placard there says, "Pay us or chaos," which, of course, makes people think about disruptions, flight delays. Were there any disruptions on Tuesday, and what might chaos look like?
Yeah, so no disruptions today because this wasn't actually a work stoppage, so no one walked off the job. In fact, it's illegal for flight attendants to strike. They have to get permission from the federal government, much like rail workers have to get permission. Now, flight attendants tried to get that authorization to strike last fall. They failed at that point, but the leaders I spoke with today says they're working on the government and they're talking to the Biden administration about just that right now.
Carter Evans in Los Angeles. Thank you, Carter.